Alright, this situation blew up very quickly. We have so much shit to talk about now. It's funny because I have tons of uploads scheduled that I really wanted to get to, but there's just been drama here, drama over here, drama over here, drama over here, and it's just so much shit that's happening. Apparently there's so much shit I want to talk about, but for today, we are going to be talking about the Lacari situation. Now, by the time this video goes live, there may be some new things that come out. I'll try my best to update you guys on as much as I can if there's new stuff that comes out. But it seems to be, based on this Lacari shit that came out, there is enough here for me to definitively say that what Lacari did was pretty disgusting. It seems like a repeat of the Vosh situation, if you guys are familiar with what happened with Vosh. It seems like Lacari accidentally leaked that he was viewing Lolicon to some extent. So, yeah, and also some illegal material, supposedly, so yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad. I was originally going to watch another YouTuber's coverage of it, but Moist Critical then came out with his video on it, and I'm like, alright, well, it seems like Moist Critical's probably going to have a better video on it, so I think it's probably better that we, like, watch a more trusted creator regarding this situation.
Whoa. Yeah, I just learned about the whole Lacari thing. Jinkies. So for like about a year or so, I was very offline. I set out to leave these four walls.
That's a bit of a bold statement, Charlie. You do be terminally online sometimes. A bit of a bold statement. But, alright.
The old loony bin more often to go breathe in the fresh air and really appreciate the Lord's land out there in the real world. So I was missing a lot of like the happenings in the internet space and all the drama for the most part. But over the last month or so, I've fallen off the wagon. I put the needle back in my arm to a certain degree because I wanted to see all the craziness going on in the world to stay up to date.
And Moist Critical really do be like John Wick with the long hair. I'm thinking of that one scene from John Wick where he's like, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back, or something like that. He's like in the church in like the very first movie.
With everything that was happening. And as such, I've been much more online now and seeing a lot more of these kind of things. And today was a doozy with everything that just happened with a streamer named Lacari. Lacari is a streamer I've been loosely familiar with for a while, and I know he had built up a reputation for being like a turbo maximum overdrive gooner, like a self-proclaimed hentai connoisseur, basically setting the goon dial to freaky mode.
I didn't even know that's what Lacari built his reputation off of. I thought he built his reputation off of, well, I don't know. I mean, like, I think he did, like, World of Warcraft at first, but then he kind of just, like, I don't know. I mean, like, Lacari just seems like a worse Tyler 1, basically. Where he, like, seems like a guy that, like, gets jacked up, you know? Like, he's obviously, like, got, like, a more muscular build. But, I don't know, man. I don't know how he got connected with some of the bigger content creators. And now, you know, this shit's coming out where apparently he was in possession of some illegal material.
And today on stream, he accidentally leaked his notepad that was filled with despicable and disgusting shit.
K-feeds! Let me at least add a way to the list of champions that I like.
Folder. Couple teens. What the fuck is that? What does that even say? Like, couple, I mean, I don't even know if I want to know what that says, just to be clear. Couple teens, I assume that's like something lewd. Whoops! Shouldn't have let that leaked.
Fuck.
The links are censored there, but apparently a lot of people have taken the plunge into looking up a lot of what was revealed here through the Lacari leaks, and what they have found is beyond heinous. Like, this is some evil shit we're talking about here. Things like family nudism.
Family, what the fuck?
Apparently. Like, that's some real pedophile shit right there.
Family nudism, what the fuck? Huh?
Evil shit we're talking.
How is that like, wait, how is that pedophilia, family nudism? Isn't that like incest?
Talking about here. Things like family nudism.
Okay. Hold on. Family nudism is the practice of families living, socializing, or vacationing without clothing in designated private or public settings. I've never heard someone use the term family nudism, probably because most normal people don't engage in this kind of behavior. So I guess that makes sense why I'm not as educated on it, but I guess that would be like a form of pedophilia at the very least. Like if you're trying to like train your child to do it, then I guess that would make sense. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, like, the reason why I'm, like, trying to check everything is because, like, in the past, Charlie has had some takes that are a little bit adding too much energy. Like, I didn't really like his take on the Ava Chris Tyson situation. A lot of people were very annoying when it came to the Ava Chris Tyson situation, where Ava Tyson, like, there was nothing that even indicated Ava Tyson was trying to sexually exploit a child, but that it was just, like, inappropriate jokes that shouldn't have been happening around minors, basically. That's why I had to, like, look into this and be like, oh, okay. But, I mean, then again, like, Kick did ban Lacari off their platform. And if Kick banned you off their platform, you know you fucked up. Like, Kick has a pretty low bar when it comes to getting banned on their platform. They allow a lot of nasty shit. So, okay. I mean, it seems like what Charlie's saying does check out. I just wanted to look into it. That's all.
Apparently, like, that's some real pedophile shit right there.
Yeah, I mean, if assuming that's even true, I don't want to look at the website to find out for myself, but it sounds pretty bad based off of what I've heard and seen.
Also, like, teens and animals. In that notepad there, you might have saw one of the tabs that said JBT. It was like
teens and animals? What the fuck?
500 JBT. Apparently that stands for jailbait teens. Like,
oh, okay. So I looked it up, by the way, before this video. Before I did this reaction video, I looked up Lacari's age. Lacari is 36 years old currently. He was born in 1989. So I don't know, man. I don't imagine being someone in your mid to late 30s looking up some freaky degenerate ass shit. Like, listen, you want to be a gooner, that's one thing. As long as everybody being involved is a consenting adult at that point, because you are 36. But you are looking up some weird-ass shit. Like, we've got, like, family nudism and, I guess, zoophilia now in jailbait. So, great.
It's bad. Like, really, really bad. And after this happened, his stream was calling him out on it. And most people expected him to, in the stream, to, like, hide the evidence, nuke it, basically banish it to the Shadow Realm and hope that people didn't have enough time to dig into it. Lacari, on the other hand, cooked up a different kind of scheme. He streamed for multiple hours after this happened.
So, what is... okay, I mean, what did he think that was gonna do for him?
And just fucking face-tanked everybody that was digging into it and all the people that were rightfully calling him out for how deplorable the shit they found in there was. So he kept streaming through this, and people were obviously researching what the fuck had just been revealed through this notepad and everything on there.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I will say is I get wanting to do research, because if somebody legitimately is in possession of some weird, degenerate-ass shit, people should know about it, right? On the other hand, like, the people researching it could also get possession of it, and this could also signal boost to people who may want to view that stuff, potentially, and spread that stuff to even more people. That's, like, my only concern with it. Now, for all I know, I would say a majority of people that are looking into it are doing it in good faith and trying to, like, actually do the right thing, because this is obviously very shocking. If what Charlie said is true, that this guy was known for being like a gooner, and getting popular for being a bit of a gooner, then the writing was on the wall for this shit to happen, no?
And then he was trying to defend himself by saying, like, oh, this was sent to me, or oh, it was actually a virus, or this and that, and then the stream, they weren't really buying that load of barnacles, so then...
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously bullshitting. He accidentally leaked it. Honestly, what a fucking idiot. If you're a streamer and you have 2 monitors, wouldn't you know not to leak that shit? Wouldn't you know, like, not to put that on your fucking streamer monitor and, like, do it on a separate monitor entirely? What a dumb thing to do. Thank God people who engage in degenerate behavior are very stupid, and they wind up getting themselves caught. Because if they were smart, then they would be getting away with this shit for years.
They asked him to do something like show his notepad recents, to show what else had been on his notepad recently. And apparently he took quite a long time not doing that when requested by
Yeah, he probably was like clearing all the evidence or something on his like second monitor.
his chat. According to members that were asking this of him, he was looking at like his other monitor, potentially doing something there, and then eventually he showed his notepad. And the keen observers might notice a little something in front of their peepers that's a bit fishy.
Fat for fun?
Is that like an F slur? F slurs for fun? I can't fucking read that. It's like blurry. Is that F slurs for fun? I don't know. I'm gonna censor that just in case it's an F slur. I'm not gonna try to take any risks. Blank. Handle. I don't know what the fuck I'm dealing with. Okay, I don't know what any of these are.
Fat for fun is a hentai site. You also visit Fat for Fun? Yeah, I download a lot of that shit. Couples? Okay. That's literally, is that not the, that's the file with the sus shit in it, like.
Yeah, this guy's obviously trying to, like, run it back. Like, he's trying so hard to defend himself from all this shit. I don't know, dude. That's, it's pretty bad. And also the fact that Kick banned him, like I said, if Kick bans you, you know you fucked up.
It says one thing, but it has a bunch of sus shit in it.
Yeah, you fucking deleted it on your second monitor. Like, no, anyone with half a fucking brain is not buying it for a second, dude.
So I don't understand. Like,
dude, look at him trying to process it. That is the face of somebody who knows that they're guilty and is, like, struggling to fucking try to, like, bring his situation back. Like, he knows he's fucked.
When he showed the recents on Notepad, there are 3 new text documents. And it doesn't take a super sleuth. You don't need Inspector Gadget to come in with some high-level tools in order to crack this case. The most likely reason is because when he looked at his recents in Notepad, there were probably some really awful things there that he knew people would pick up on. So then he opened some new text documents in Notepad to push those down out of the recents so people couldn't see them.
Yeah, that's the most likely reason. I mean, that's like, the other things, like, I think he had like an F slurs for fun or whatever, or was it FAPS for fun? I don't know. I'm not willing to take the risk, so I'm gonna just censor it just in case, because it's like, I just don't want to take the risk with YouTube. YouTube's very bad at communicating, and they have like a terrible AI detector. I just don't want to take any risks, so I couldn't tell which one it was, but it definitely seems like he was guilty to some capacity.
That's the theory. That's just a game theory, but I imagine that's probably pretty accurate.
I wouldn't doubt it. It seems like he got caught, and now he's, like, trying to, like, run, like, he's trying to backpedal as much as possible. Luckily, his entire chat's calling him out for it. Luckily, people aren't, like, running defense for this behavior.
Anyway, though, his big claim, from what I can tell with all the surviving clips here, is that this is the result of a virus that uploaded this to his computer, and he had already removed it, but unfortunately that damn Windows 11, that dastardly bastard that is Windows 11, for some reason kept it around, which is really weird and odd.
It's very strange, because it doesn't make any sense considering the fact that, one, like, Lacari has a history of being a fucking gooner, so I don't know, bro. It seems like it doesn't exactly help your case right now. 2, like, if you had a computer virus, I don't know. If I had a computer virus, I'm dealing with that shit immediately. I'm stopping everything. I'm making sure that computer virus is off my PC. Everything that it affected, I'm making sure it is cleared. Alright? Like, I'm making sure it cannot linger at all. Why would you have a computer virus and then not deal with it immediately? That doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't buy that for a second. Get the fuck out of here.
How does it end up there?
Yeah, because I don't buy it. He's bullshitting.
Okay, let me explain what happened. Alright? I was surfing a site, okay? The shit got downloaded. Like, I didn't trigger a fucking download, it just got downloaded. I opened up the fucking text document. I saw what was in it. I deleted the text document. I deleted it. But the problem with Windows 11 is that even if you delete the text document, it apparently still stays there. So it was still there after I deleted it. I've told you guys 1,000 times that's what happened. Like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I have like a fucking 3 terabytes of fucking hentai on my fucking hard drive, bro. Like,
it's like a weird thing to admit to.
A lot. Sometimes you go to a site, some shit downloads on your shit, you don't fucking want it, you fucking delete it.
See, I don't know, man. Like, you just never can trust when it comes to hentai. I just don't even bother with hentai. It's just not even worth it. Because, like, a lot of times, a lot of hentai art is of girls who are not of age. And that's just the unfortunate reality. I know a lot of people are not going to want to hear that, but that's, like, I just don't fucking take the risk when it comes to hentai. You gotta do the deed to people that you know for a fact are above the age of 18 at the very least. Hell, I mean, even for me, like, 18's still too young, so I go, like, even older than that. So, I don't know, I'm usually more attracted to people that are older than me, to be honest with you. Maybe it's just, like, the way I am. I don't know. I enjoy somebody who's more mature. That's just kind of how I am, personally. I have a bit of a tougher time getting it to something that could potentially be underaged, like hentai. Doesn't really make sense to me. But, alright.
And that's just what happened, man. Okay? Like, that's what happened. I'm sorry, alright? Like, I don't know how many times I have to explain this, but that's what happened. Dude, let's just move the fuck on, please.
Well, we're not gonna move on.
Interesting, innovative defense strategy that could make a lawyer throw himself down a set of stairs.
Let's just move the fuck on, dude. I got all that, like, child porn and whatnot, but let's move the fuck on, dude. Let's move the fuck on. There's nothing to see here. There's nothing to see here. Stop investigating me. He's trying the Donald Trump tactic.
So he's saying that he's got 3 terabytes of hentai, which, just take a moment and process that. Really let that...
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I mentioned it earlier. That's a weird thing to admit to. Because a lot of hentai is of girls who are not of age either. So that's not exactly, like, an A+ defense, or even a B+, or even a C+ defense, Lacari.
That is an absurd amount of anything to have. This guy is basically compiling the fucking Library of Alexandria for hentai on his devices. That's fucking crazy.
I feel like 3 terabytes is even more than the Library of Alexandria, is it not?
But he's saying that, you know, like Thanos, it was inevitable that this kind of content would somehow end up on his computer when downloading all this hentai. It happens, you know? Just, it is what it is. And then when he deleted it, Windows 11 went rogue. The ghost in the machine. It wouldn't let the notepad die. Like a necromancer, it revived it. And once again, brought it back to life on Lacari's device.
Damn, I guess we better call the Ghostbusters then, huh?
Even though he himself deleted it, he tried to take it down. Windows 11 said no. That's the claim, that when he was downloading all the hentai, he noticed that this got downloaded too, so he deleted it, but Windows 11 has a feature that kept it around even after he deleted it, and he didn't plan on having this stuff in the first place. I'm going to tell you, it doesn't really pass the smell test. It is very hard to believe.
Yeah, it's bullshit. He's obviously, like, full of shit. He's embarrassed by the fact that he got caught in 4K with some really disgusting material. I mean, I already saw clips going around of Soda Poppin', like, pretty much publicly cutting ties with Lacari. And I think Senna also, Senna Britt, for anyone who doesn't know, she was also cutting ties with Lacari. Asmongold also, I guess, is doing it, but, like, I don't really believe Asmongold as much because he's willing to run defense and make excuses for Trump, despite the fact that he's probably a pedophile on the Epstein list. But I guess Asmon doesn't really care too much about that. So I'm a little tentative about what Asmon thinks about it, to be honest with you. Asmon's obviously just playing up to optics at that point.
Now, what is true about Windows 11, and Notepad in particular, is if you are working in Notepad, and you don't save your work, like if you exit out of it or your computer crashes and you don't save it, Windows 11 can restore it. It will actually restore that even if you didn't explicitly save it. So let me show you what
That is interesting. Sorry, I accidentally paused it twice. That is interesting. I have used Notepad before, not for whatever the shit Lacari is doing, but I've used it to like take notes and like write stuff down before. I've never actually had a problem with like crashing and then recovering a Notepad file, so I guess it's nice that Windows 11 does do that. It's bad for Lacari though, because all this incriminating shit came out about him.
that looks like. I'll open Notepad, brand new, the quick, wow, brown fox jumped over the lazy log. I have clearly not saved, I have not done anything here, I have just typed into this and you can see that the title matches the text in the document. Now if I was to close out of it, I haven't saved or anything like that, but if I open Notepad again, it's still there. Even though this is not a document or anything that I have saved, because it will save sessions. In Lacari's case, the text didn't match the title, which means he most likely had a separate title for those sections. And also, he said that he...
Which actually makes it even worse, because he was actively saving it as well, and that would also contradict the whole virus claim. Because, like, wouldn't it make sense for, like, a virus to just, like, create new text files without actually creating the new text files on your desktop or your like actual hard drive? Wouldn't it make sense for viruses to do that?
Deleted it. If I was to...
I guess not entirely. I suppose there are situations where viruses can do like all kinds of shit. There was a YouTube channel dedicated to YouTube viruses. It would be interesting to watch those again maybe sometime.
Delete this. If I told this, don't save, delete it, Notepad would not restore it. At least I don't think there's any way for it to, but maybe Lacari's working with a prototype Notepad that refuses to let anything die. It saves all work no matter what you tell it to do. I find it unlikely, but I guess it's possible, potentially.
Really finding a needle in a haystack with that excuse.
Actually, here, let's play with that idea again real quick. Let's say Lacari went... I'll just go the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy log again. I haven't saved it or anything, but let's just go ahead and pretend that I came here and I said don't save. But once again, to show the whole process, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to close out of this. I'm going to reopen it, and it's still there, because it does save sessions like that. But if I came over here and I explicitly said don't save, and now I exit out of this, it will no longer open that. So, I find his claim very hard to believe.
Oh my god! Wait! Hold on. Is he using Grok for what I think he's using it for?
43K? And that's if they think it's like...
Wait, what?
And that's if they...
What? Oh, this is like very blurry text. Is having hentai on your PC in Texas illegal? What? Dude, why are you doing this on stream? What a oh my god. Why are you doing this on stream? Oh, what a fucking weirdo. Oh, nah.
I think it's like... Oh my fucking god. Bro, it's not worth it. Just fucking delete my hard drive.
This is him on stream.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works in a court of law. Even if you had CP downloaded, deleting it doesn't suddenly just make the fucking drives go away. And also, morally, the moment you engage with CP in any way, you've already crossed the point of no return, in my book. Like, the moment you... Like, that is forbidden. That is forbidden material that you should not touch with a fucking 20-foot... Even, like, a fucking 100-foot pole, even. Like, that is just something that shouldn't even cross your mind. Like, the fact that you... Like, the moment you engage with it, in my book, is the point where you've crossed the point of no return. To be honest with you.
Now, looking at the legality of lolly in his state, Texas... He doesn't fully understand what he's looking at, but he can recognize that it's not good, and then he eventually says that he's just going to delete his hard drive. It's not worth it. Now, call me crazy, maybe...
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works in a court of law. Even if you, like, admit that... Basically, this is really bad for him, because if he's admitting this on stream, that he had it on his hard drive to begin with, he's already admitting to having CP to some capacity. I suppose the court of law could determine it being like, oh, well, it's not actually a picture of a child, it's a drawn picture of a child, so that could be like a legitimate defense that he uses in court. Not that I would agree with it. I still think it's very disgusting. But, yeah.
Pipe, but that just doesn't exactly sound like a statement from an innocent man. Like, if you've done nothing wrong and there's nothing suspicious, illegal, or like pedophilic or anything like that, why would you then be saying that you're going to delete your hard drive? It's not worth it. That's very fishy, I'll tell you. And again, from that leak, from that notepad, the things that have been allegedly turned up from all of it are fucking unforgivable. Like, really disgusting, terrible shit. And him then saying, like, you know, just delete the hard drive, it's not worth it. Again, that doesn't really seem like behavior from someone that has nothing to hide.
I'm joking about it! What the fuck, dude? What are you just writing your own narrative? You're just writing your own narrative, man! What the fuck else do you want me to do? What do you want to do? Oh, I'm so sorry! Oh, I didn't do anything! I didn't fucking do anything!
Yeah, that sounds like somebody who's innocent. Somebody who's fucking crashing out because he was caught in 4K with really disgusting stuff on his PC. Yeah, dude. Wow.
That's why I'm not fucking crying and sobbing, bitch! I didn't fucking do anything!
He's holding back tears so much. He's coping so hard.
You just want me to be guilty so fucking bad! Shut the fuck up, retard!
Whoa!
Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so sick of this! You want me to be guilty so fucking...
Yeah, like I said, he continued streaming for hours, so obviously people were talking about it for a long time. He snaps eventually and kind of goes ballistic about it, saying like he didn't do anything. Again, I find that kind of hard to believe given everything that happened on stream, at least from the surviving clips that are out there from it. It does not look good. This looks fucking awful. And Lacari got a ban on Twitch for all of this. Apparently he even got banned on Kick. I don't know if he like actively streams on Kick or if that was like a preemptive thing from...
I mean, to be honest with you, like, Kick probably didn't want to risk somebody who's in possession of, like, Lolly on their platform. Same for Twitch. Though, to be fair, Kick did have a massive predator problem back in 2024. Maybe they're trying to change their mojo about it, but, I guess they are trying to seem a little more professional as a platform. I say professional very tentatively, because it is Kick at the end of the day. Kick's not exactly a great platform.
Kick because they thought he'd go over there after he got banned on Twitch. I don't know, but if you try and go to Lacari's Twitch account, it has been removed as of right now, in light of everything that happened during this stream. Again, I find it unlikely that this unfolded the way Lacari is claiming that it did, but I guess we'll see. I'm assuming there will probably be, you know, an actual kind of investigation here, judging by what was allegedly found in some of that...
I mean, I hope so. If there is, like, a legitimate, like, police investigation that goes into this, that's really all you can do, because I certainly wouldn't want to trust Lacari based on everything that's happened so far. It seems pretty fucking crazy.
Leaked from Lacari. Anyway, I had to yap about this a bit. Fucking crazy, man. That's really about it. See ya.
Yeah, it certainly is fucking crazy that Lacari got exposed for this shit. Wow. Yeah. It's literally Vosh 2.0. Hey guys, I didn't know that these clips existed, but Yeet posted a couple of stuff, and also Lacari's ex-girlfriend, Kuko, also made a statement. We also read one of her statements during when the Mizkif drama was happening back in late 2025. Figured I'd just quickly add these at the bookend of the video before I edit this and get to work. So this is a clip of Lacari talking about Asmongold's potential involvement with this situation, which would be insanely huge, but we're going to just see what we have before I make a comment on that.
Asmund messaged me and said, bro, you need a separate PC for that stuff.
What?
Oh my god.
Why would Asmongold message him that? Like, why would Asmongold, after finding this out, why would Asmongold even think to put any of his, like, public, as if his public image wasn't already in the shitter by a lot of people online anyways. Like, tons of people have already, like, began to notice how fucking deep Asmongold's radicalization goes after he fucking mocked the death of Renee Good and pretty much justified it, saying that she pretty much deserved it. And was like, oh, rip bozo, and was like pretty much mocking the death of her, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, but that would require you to, like, actually put an effort to set up a second PC.
Why are people choosing to help Lacari? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Have a second PC.
And given that you were playing on a 10-year-old PC forever and had...
Okay, that's where the clip ends. Asmongold then replies to this tweet saying, info had just come out and the clip I saw had the names and everything censored. Obviously, I wouldn't have said this if I knew what the content was, according to Asmongold's response. I don't know, Asmongold. You are willing to make up a lot of excuses for Trump being on the Epstein list, saying that it's a hoax, that it may not be that bad, or that, like, there's, like, all sorts of excuses you've made up for Trump and his actions, especially that of being on the Epstein list, so... Not sure, sir, if I want to believe that. We've got Asmongold giving, I guess, like, a proper statement on his stream. This is another Yeet clip, so I guess we'll just watch this and see what he has to say about it.
And you with friends with Tecton and Lacari because you're part of it? Well, I mean, if he gets investigated, they're going to find out all of his links, and so I say, you know what? I welcome that. You know, I have nothing to do with it, so why would I be worried? So,
I mean, okay, I guess.
that's my outlook on it. It's not a big deal to me. Obviously, I'm not involved, and so I had nothing to do with it, so yeah, sure. They talk whatever shit they want. But anyway, yeah, you gotta farm it like a crop. Well, I'm not gonna really farm this one a lot. I mean, I've known Lacari 8 years, right? And it's just like, I'm gonna be real, like, the shit just really, stresses me out, man. It sucks. It does. It really sucks.
I don't know if you're that bothered by it. Like, you seem to be totally fine when Trump does it, so I struggle to believe that Asmongold actually cares this much. Now, I guess, if you want to be real for maybe just a moment, like, not to be, like, super anti-Asmongold brain, which, again, there's not really much charity that Asmongold deserves at this point. But, like, I know what it's like to have a friend for a long time and have that friendship end and feel like there's some level of, like, betrayal, I guess. When you find out that your longtime friend was engaging in, like, lolicon and very illegal material, yeah, that's gross. But again, I just don't know if Asmongold is really that bothered by it.
Fuck. You know, like, I don't know what else to say. Right? I mean, like, honestly, it does. Like, I don't really, fuck. It's heavy. Yeah, it's heavy. Like, and... I don't want to get involved in it. I don't want to make... And I'm going to be real, guys. I've already got one defamation lawsuit in the chamber. I don't need to be double-barreling this shit, okay? I don't need to be dual-wielding these. So
I guess I mean, to be fair, I guess, like, if we're going to be, like, real for a moment, that does make sense. Even though, not that I think Asmongold would financially struggle with 2 defamation lawsuits. I think he could afford both of them. But even then, like, you don't want to lose money for seemingly no reason. So I guess if you want to just stay out of a defamation lawsuit, that's more than reasonable, I guess.
I don't want to talk about whether something is, what happened, what didn't happen, what's involved, what's not involved. I'm going to be real, like, I don't want to have anything to do with this shit. And so, yeah, anyway, all I'm saying is, you know, I don't want to have anything to do with this shit at all. And I hate to say it, guys, but I think Allcraft this week might be canceled. Sorry.
Oh, I guess it's something he was planning on doing with Lacari or something. I don't fucking know. All right, whatever. I guess that's just... Okay. I mean, I don't really have much to say to that. I mean, it sounds like he's just going to keep his mouth shut in case he gets into a defamation lawsuit. Like, what are we going to... I'm not really sure what I could say to that. Kuko is Lacari's ex-girlfriend. They broke up a while ago at this point. They're not together anymore. I guess we'll just read what she has to say about it. She gave like a very quick statement. I feel like this is just like important context as to people who Lacari knows and stuff. Anyway, Lacari and I broke up 1.5 years ago. When we dated, I had asked to see his porn folder because I heard the allegations. I did my due diligence when I suspected something was amiss. When I couldn't find anything crazy, I stopped suspecting. Clearly, I was wrong. The worst I saw was NTR hentai, but now I know he could have hid the worst of it. I don't know why people keep associating me with him when he has a new girlfriend. I'm getting rage baited into a response, so here it is. Okay. I mean, this is a short and sweet response. Is this video worth going through? I'm just going to quickly check. Nah, I don't think we need to watch the clip. I, like, skimmed through it very briefly. It just seems like she goes through it and she didn't really find anything suspicious. This was just a short, sweet, and straight-to-the-point response of Kuko going like, yeah, that's not true. I'm just going to show you why it's not true, and then move on. And that's it. It's about as good of a response as you can give, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to include this in the bookend of the video.